Hello and welcome to another Art House movie review. This time I'm reviewing two films, Pearl and X, directed by Ti West. So Pearl is the prequel to Ti's previous film, X. I missed X when it came out, but I watched it in anticipation of Pearl. And having seen the two films, I have the strong feeling that there's a kernel of something really interesting in these films. At the same time, I kind of have the feeling that both films fell short of their full potential. These are both horror films, which is definitely not one of my favourite genres. But there are things to like in these films. I like the different genres of the two films. Both are slasher movies, even though Pearl is much tamer than X, though Pearl does have its moments too. X is evoking a 70s porn movie feel with fantastic 70s music. Pearl has a kind of golden age of Hollywood feeling and is heavily referencing The Wizard of Oz. Both films have interesting elements around filmmaking. In X, I liked the film within the film and the earnestness of the filmmaker, even though they're making a porn movie. And in Pearl, she's obsessed by becoming a movie star. And also we see an early porn film, which is due to be the next big thing. Now, Mia Goth is such an interesting actress, and she really does bring something to these films. It's hard to imagine the films working without her. I hadn't realised that Mia plays two parts in X. This is a really nice touch and definitely made me more interested in watching Pearl. There's many other things that I like. In X, I loved the opening shot through the barn door, and the overhead shot of the crocodile is very exciting. I also liked the conversations about filmmaking, for example, when they were discussing Psycho. I wish we could have had a bit more of that. In Pearl, I really loved the chase with the red dress and the axe. It was really reminiscent of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. In fact, a lot of what happens in the two films seems to be referencing that film. So all these things feel like they're starting to add up to something substantial, but something doesn't quite work. The truth is that in both films I found myself getting bored. It's hard to pinpoint why, but I guess it must be to do with the way it was made or the script. It just didn't keep me engaged. I was a bit unsure about the end credit scene for Pearl. I think the Wizard of Oz look was a good ending, but I wasn't sure about the shot being held for so long. It started to feel a bit silly and overdone. But I know that some of the critics have raved about this scene, so what do I know? For me, neither of these films stand out as classics, and I'm not sure that I'd recommend either of them. It feels like they've left room for another movie post X. Overall, these films aren't terrible, but they're not great either. Thanks for watching. See you next time.